All right, folks, we are back today. It's Tuesday, y'all. Gemini season in its full effect. Dusty had a birthday. I got one coming up. My man Martin got one coming up. In the meantime, folks, we're about to get live. Woo! Hell of a show today, folks. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. From Eve After Dark to concerts in the park. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. We do this every Tuesday. Me and my man Dusty, folks. But today, we got a guest. Or do we have a guest? Stick around, stick around, stick around. Dusty.
Oh yeah, Lonzo, how you doing, man?
Hanging out, man. Gemini season in full effect. You know, I'm blossoming like a tree in the springtime.
That's right. I'm fresh from Nashville, man. Had a blast in Music City. Dog, I haven't. I've been to New Orleans. I've been to Miami. I've been everywhere, and I gotta say, not too many people party like Nashville, dude. I couldn't hang, Lonzo.
Okay, all right. We know we got a guest today that's on the show today. She's from that part of the neck of the woods, not quite Nashville. She's more like Memphis. And today we're gonna welcome this cutie pie to the platform, Miss LEXI GOLD. Hello, dear. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. Good. How are y'all?
Now, I was turned on to LEXI GOLD by AJ, a buddy of mine. He represents a couple of artists as well. And she is in a video. He sent me the link for the video. I said, shit, yeah, she's going to be on my show. But I sent it to Dusty. Dusty, hell yeah, get her on the show. So, LEXI, once again, everything good with you, darling?
Yeah, everything's good.
Now, me and Dusty got a few questions for you. Now, again, you're from Memphis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What label are you with?
I'm not with a label yet. I'm independent.
Okay. What is your song called? You have a couple of videos out, right?
Oh, she has a few songs.
Yeah, I have a few singles. My latest song I just dropped was called Hot Summer.
Hot Girl Summer and
Fire.
Even
Hot Like Summer.
Hot like Summer. Okay, my bad. My bad. We don't want to get.
Can I play a little bit of it? Can I play a little bit of it for our audience?
Yeah, go ahead.
She killed it. She's on Bill. She's doing her thing on Bill Street. Got the microphone there. Loving the vibe. Yeah. And let's see.
I love Bill.
And it's not coming through there. It's not coming through. We'll play it after and we'll post links below. And also we put a link to LEXI GOLD's music in the chat. So please hit that subscribe button on her channel and check out some of her music because she's dope, Lonzo. She's definitely studied the art of hip hop. I love lyricism and I respect lyricists. And I got to say, LEXI GOLD, you are a true lyricist.
Thank you.
She's bringing the full package, I see.
Oh, definitely. Hey, LEXI,
go ahead.
I would love to know about Memphis is really popping right now, especially the women. Shout out Sly Maroney. Man, I have a crush on her. Shout out to Gloss Up. Shout out to Kay Carbon. Shout out to Eliza. What are your thoughts on females in hip hop right now, especially the Memphis scene just really popping right now?
I just feel like Memphis taking over. It's our time. Shit, I feel like we go hard. We hungry, we aggressive, and we want it.
And you can feel that in the music. And once again, lyricists, all the girls I mentioned, all the females I mentioned are straight up lyricists. And they definitely, come from a long line of lyricists and music lovers. Who are some of the people, because Memphis has a rich history. We got 3 6 Mafia, we got Yo Gotti, we got Dolph R.I.P. We have so many artists that came from Memphis. Who are some of the people that you grew up listening to? And R.I.P. Gangsta Boo.
Oh man! First off, like you said, Gangsta Boo, Lil Chat, Project Pat. Who was it? Of course, 3 6 Mafia. Who was Yo Gotti, Dolph? Just man, I can go on and on, but those are the top people.
I got a question for you. What was life like growing up in Memphis?
Man, Memphis is I love Bill Street. Everybody goes on Bill Street, hang out. You got the festivities, you got the hoods, everybody in the hood or whatever. We used to have block parties. Where I'm from, Walter Simmons. I was born So it was just pretty good. Like, you know, it's full of family, friends, but also you got the bad, the negative, you know, you got the gangbangers, you got the violence, you know. Yeah, it's a lot. You just gotta be there to know.
East Memphis, right?
Yeah, I'm from East Memphis.
Okay. Through music, we hear a lot about North and South, obviously, with some of the popular rappers there, but we don't hear much about East Memphis. Talk to us
Mm.
about East Memphis.
East Memphis, I feel like it's the best side because like it's not so crazy like the other sides, you know. It's pretty quiet. Like I grew up like in the area like by Night Arnold, Memorias, a popular street that everybody know of. So it was just pretty normal, like pretty cool, laid back.
Now, I understand you have another job when you're not rapping. What's your other career?
I'm an exotic dancer.
What club you dance at?
I dance at Penthouse. The
At
Houston.
what house?
The Penthouse, Houston.
Oh, the Penthouse. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you know
Okay.
what? I had a club called the Penthouse once upon a time,
Oh,
and
for real?
yeah, it wasn't a strip club, but it became a strip club later on. It became the Boom Boom Room. I would have loved to
Mhm.
have you working with me back in the day. We'd have had some fun. Um, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
This is about the strip business. Um, I know I ran two clubs. I ran male exotic and I ran female exotic clubs. I ran both of them. Okay.
Mhm.
Do the girls? Well, in LA, the fellas make more money than the girls. The guys make more money in a half hour than the girls make all week. Is it the same way in Memphis?
Um,
I know you make a lot of money no matter where you go, but I'm just saying for the other ones that's not so fortunate.
in Memphis, I would say the guys that like if you're talking about Houston, then you got women that make a lot of money too. But
Okay.
in Memphis, I would say the guys make more money than the females.
Okay. Do you know why that is?
Interesting.
Um, you know what? I would say that's a good question. Um, cause you know it's making me think. Cause I'm like, damn, it's always been like that, but I never just really thought about why. I would say just like it's more out there for men in Memphis. I would say that
Okay.
like you know you got the go getters, you got the drug dealers, you got the doctors, you got lawyers, you got the you know the architects and everything. I don't know. I feel like it's just more provided for men than Memphis. I mean than women.
Okay.
Let me ask you something about the scene out there. I know you mentioned in another interview the differences between dancing in Houston as well as versus dancing in Memphis. You mentioned in Memphis it's a little more rowdy. I mean, the club's liable to get shot up, robbed. I mean, can you talk to us a little bit about, can you go a little bit more into that?
Um, I mean, I never really just worked in the club in Memphis, so I just always, you know, been around it though. I was a customer, and it's been some times where we have to run out of the club, and you know, they shooting in the back or they robbing each other, or like I don't been in shootouts, I don't been in fights. Well, not me, but I don't witness some fights and everything, like right in front of me. I don't know. Memphis just like it's like okay, I love my city. Everybody love my city. Like we love Memphis, but as far as like stopping the violence, I don't know if that's gonna be able to be stopped like pretty soon. Like I don't think they.
That's sad. That's really sad. One more question about exotic dance, and then we'll move on. I promise you. But
Mhm.
what are some of the scary moments that you've had? I'm sure you had a lot of fun times and all that. But what are some of the scary moments with some of maybe some crazy customers or somebody following you home? Did you ever have any situations like that?
Um, I haven't had a situation where one followed me home, but I've had two homegirls passed away from that I knew, you know, from the club. And you know, one was she was followed home, and then my other homegirl, it was a tragic situation. So it's like stuff like that that I just look at, you know, and I be mindful of where I'm going, how I move, and everything. But you also got like the crazy, guys that just like harass you, all night. But as far as just like the safety thing, I'm on top of it. Like I make sure, I do the right thing as far as that. I move the right way.
Okay.
So
How long you been in the strip game?
I would say 5 years.
How long you been in the rap game?
1 year.
1 year, okay. And you how many project? How many?
and you know what?
Go ahead.
No. What I like about her, Lonzo, is she only dances to her music too. Like it's a package deal, from what I understand, right?
Ah, that's smart. That's
Very smart.
That's pretty smart. I gotta give you those props on that one right there.
Thank you.
That's pretty smart.
So, I mean, all the clubs like fuck with me tough in Houston. So, like they every time I just dance somewhere or whatever, I walk through. Yeah, all the DJs just play my music, and when I'm on stage, I look at them crazy if they play something else.
That's pretty slick. If you're gonna be out there, if you're gonna do it for you.
Right.
I ain't mad. That's like my boy says. I think it's broken home. Say self promote. That's dope. That's a good idea. If you're gonna be out there, might as well have your own theme music.
Exactly.
All right.
I love that. Memphis has a history of being a hustle town. You know what I mean? It's one of those places where you hustle. You come from there. You're known to get money wherever you go. To be able to make it anywhere. Talk to me about that aspect of Memphis.
Have you ever heard the saying where it's in you, not on you?
Of course, pimping.
Yeah, we get that from Memphis. Like it's just like it's in the water. Like me, I'm top of my game. Like headstrong. I'm the top stripper in Houston. Like I'm just, my hustle is unmatched, and it's just like from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I met, they know how to make it anywhere. If you make it out of Memphis, you make it anywhere. That's what they say.
He said the same thing about LA. That was the old LA saying. You make it out of LA, you can make it anywhere. So I guess Memphis got that crown now. Make it work. Make it work. All right. I ain't mad at you. What was the transition? What made you decide to become a rapper? I mean, who was your influence? Put it that way.
Honestly, okay. Like when I was like 4 or 5, I would say my dad taught me that I used to just like know all the words, that he used to play the music when I'm in the car and everything when I was little. And then also like when I got out of school, I used to just be around the studio with people, my friends and everything. I never thought that I would be pursuing it. I used to just play around with it, and everybody just always told me like to take it serious. And I was like, okay, So last year, I was just like, man, I'm getting tired. Like, I mean, I had a bad day at the club, and I was just like, I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm ready for something else. I'm ready for something more, something else in life. So I just like, let me go to the studio and just, release some shit. And I took off from there.
Interesting.
That's what's up. All right, a couple people getting blocked in the audience. You got to be respectful to the guest and the host.
No. Don't block him. Don't block him.
No, I'm not blocking anybody. I'm not blocking. I won't block him. I'm taking it.
Because I see a brother in the chat room talking about I'm dropping my age. I'm talking about strippers and blah blah blah. Our brothers died in the street. Brothers died in the street every day.
And we talk about that every goddamn week. Can we talk about fucking hip hop and exotic dancing?
Okay.
Jesus. We got a beautiful woman on the line. Can we
have a little fun sometime, bro? God damn.
Sorry, Lexi. Sorry, but
fuck your damn self, okay? The same nigga in there typing, gonna be in the strip club, dropping money his damn self. Get out of here, man. Yes. And we talk about brothers dying every week, man. And I get tired of that shit.
Literally every week.
They don't listen no way. No matter what we say, we try our best to try and deliver a positive show on a regular basis. Okay, that's my goal, to deliver a positive show. Okay, I know, and my show ain't as popular as it could because I do deliver a positive show, but every once in a while, sometimes we got to have some fun. I haven't had a guest in quite some time. I got a beautiful lady on the show. Her job is her job. Okay, she has a career, and one day y'all gonna be glad you have this video. If she blow up, you're gonna be glad. I saw her on Lonzo's show first. Okay, So that being said, grow up. Let's have some fun. We're gonna get back to the serious shit because trust me, it's plenty to talk about. But right now we're talking to the lady. Okay. I hope you don't mind.
Thank you.
Let
me ask you, Lexi. Let me ask you, Lexi. You've been in the game for a year. You say that the rap game. Have you already faced some of the hardships that women go through trying to make it in the game? You know, I know you know the stories, casting couch, this and that. You know, have you unfortunately had to experience some of that yet?
It's like slightly like, okay, you get a lot of producers. I get a lot of producers in my DM, and then I get artists in my DM as well. But then when you know, they say let's work, and then when I respond with like you know, my business number and everything like that, they turn it around to where they just want to talk to me. So I'm just like, okay,
dick pics and all. You be getting random dick pics?
I don't get that yet. I just get.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking, man, because I'll be ashamed.
No, not that yet. Like, they just more like, you know, it's like, it's corny to me because it's like, okay, if you're gonna be an artist, be an artist. Like, don't come at me on no, oh, I'm, you know, don't come. Basically, I know I'm a stripper, I get it, but don't come at me on that when you're telling me you want to work with me on some music, you know. Like when I'm serious, I'm serious. Like when I'm playing, but I'm not playing. So, you know, I take my craft serious.
Okay,
that's what I say.
I can tell that.
Every once in a while, we have to hear from women because women, you know, we talk about men all the time. I'm glad you're on the show. Like I said before, I've run strip clubs before. I've done that. I've had them for a couple of years. I wasn't a big fan of it myself because I know that's not my thing. Okay, but I'm as a businessman, I do it. That's what I was hired to do. That's what I did. Okay. I'm amazed at the transition that you had the wherewithal to say, okay, I'm gonna take some of this money, I'm gonna start my career, and I'm gonna use my records, my music to dance to, which is great way to get exposed.
Right.
And I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get what you want to get. Okay. Now, if you blow up as an artist, will you continue to strip?
Nope. I already said it. I already have my plan. Like,
what's your plan, baby?
My plan is like, when I hit that buzz, when I make it, like I'm done. I'm out. I have a last dance, and then that's it.
Let me give you some more info on this woman Lonzo as well. She owns a couple of businesses also. She owns you own an exotic shop. Give a shout out to your business, to your businesses that you own. This, I'm telling you, she's not just stripping and rapping. This woman does a lot of stuff. Talk to us.
I do own an exotic dance store called Exotic by LEXI Gold.
Okay.
And food. Aren't you aligned with the food restaurant as well?
Oh yeah, world famous munchies. Yeah.
What's that about?
It's Memphis style food. It's like Memphis wings. But basically, if you've been to Memphis, then you know we have wings everywhere. Like, so it's like real good, tasty wings, like different flavors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing her thing on the business tip too, man. What made you go that route? You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people go the business route. What made you do that?
I actually did the business route first. Like, so I did that, and I mean, I feel like, you know, I don't just dance just to be dancing. Like, I use the strip club as my platform because, of course, it plays my music. My food truck is outside as well, you know, so customers come there. Girls buy my clothes, you know, so I just use it, you know, in different ways.
You got a partner in this? You got a guy or somebody, business partner or what?
Yeah, my manager, World Famous Entertainment.
Okay. All right.
I love that. Hey, Lance, can we get let's get her perspective on some of the stuff that we have talked about on the show, because we do talk about a lot of hip hop issues on a weekly basis. Okay. And there's a lot of bullshit going on in hip hop. And I would love to know your female's perspective on things. But let's talk about what are your thoughts on the rappers getting charged with RICOs?
I feel like it's wild. It's like two different things. Like one is like, okay, if you know, like, you know what I'm saying, you have your career, it's like which one do you take serious? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna keep playing in the streets with people, or you're gonna focus on what you got in front of you, like what's important. So that's how I look at it, at the situation. But some people probably don't cop Ricos from before they became a rapper. So I don't know what to say much about that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing about their past, but you know, while they doing it, if they still messing around the streets while they rapping and stuff, I feel like, you know, it's time and place for it. Like you need to cut it out.
I got a question for you. Where do you get your entrepreneurial spirit from? I mean, you use what you got to get what you want, but then you got the food truck, you got the clothing store, you got the wing shop. Damn, baby.
I don't know. I mean, maybe because I don't seen people crash out in front of me, you know, like older people. And I always be around older people though. I don't hang with younger people. So, you know, like my dad, my brother, like see,
I got a
my
question.
aunt.
That's my next question. How your dad feel about your stripping career?
If I wasn't happy, he wasn't happy at first. But
He
he was
broke up.
like,
He wasn't happy at first.
yeah, he wasn't happy at first, but then he was like, well, you grown, you know, you out the house, and I can't say nothing about it. And he was like, long as you're doing the right thing, because I mean, I own my home. You know what I'm saying? I bought my home at 24, like $500,000 home. So I'm doing well for myself to be, you know.
That's
But
what's up.
okay. But you also got others. What I want to focus in on the fact that she's not depending on her body to get her money. It's a part of it, but she's invested her money in other things, and she has an exit plan. And I won't tell nobody what to do or what not to do, but especially if you do something that has a short shelf life, have an exit plan. Selling dope, stripping can have a short shelf life if you want to get paid. If you, as much money as they do make, most of them spending money on the wrong thing. Okay, I've seen situations in my club where the females will strip all week and turn around and give the money to the guys on the weekend. I'm like, damn, you shook your ass all week long, climbed up and down that damn pole, and gave that dude over half of your money that you made all week. Why would you do that? Anyway, it's just, again, because I have seen all sides of this. I have different perspectives. So, that's just me. Again, I am an older dude, so I have owned shit. Okay, I've seen shit, so I understand shit from a different perspective. It ain't all about what you see. Sometimes people got a different message, and sometimes if you shut the fuck up, you'll listen and learn something. Thank you very much. Go ahead, baby.
Back.
I like that.
Let me ask you about something else. We unfortunately lost not only a great rapper, but a great businessman, and he happens to be from your city. We've talked about Young Dolph several times on our program. Talk to us about the impact of Young Dolph to the city of Memphis, before he passed, and how you and the city of Memphis took it when you heard that he was killed in that cookie shop.
I wasn't there. I was here, but when I found out the news, it was very devastating because, like, I grew up listening to Dolph. Like, I used to go to the little high school parties, and Dolph was just coming up, doing his little shows at the little clubs and stuff. And it's actually crazy because, like, they have his mural everywhere in South Memphis, and it's just like it's a big impact. I can tell, like, when I just went back to do my video there for my microphone performance, everybody was still kind of like mourning him because like they saw they was like playing. All I heard was Dolph music everywhere. Like when I went to Memphis, so I feel like it was really like messed up, because it was a big impact to the city.
You live in Houston?
I live in Houston now.
Okay, so you from Memphis, but you moved to Houston and got your money.
Yeah, I moved to Houston. I've been here for 5 years. That's why I said I've been dancing for 5 years.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
your money ain't going in your up your nose. You ain't burning it up in no smoke. You put it in the real estate and other businesses. Okay.
Hmm.
I think there's a message here that somebody need to listen to. As opposed, I'm not encouraging nobody to do whatever do what you do. Okay. I'm not going to tell kids become a stripper because everybody ain't ready for that. You know, that's a tough game. Everybody ain't qualified. Just you got to ask. Don't mean somebody want to see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because you got to ask, don't mean everybody want to see it. Okay. But
Can I?
again, huh? Go ahead, baby.
Can I say? I just want to say something to the women like that want to. I say this all the time. A lot of girls look up to me, and I tell them like, be smart with your money. Don't let nobody, take you for granted, and know what you want before you start. Before you get in the club, because I don't watch girls from 21 come in the club say that oh I want this, I want this for myself, I want a business, I want that, and then next thing you know they alcoholics or they on drugs or they going down the wrong hill. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. It's just too much. So I just say have a clear mind. I don't drink or smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm dancing at work, like I'm straightforward. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what's going on. I'm like an overseer. I see everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have a clear mind. So, for any woman that's trying to pursue that, make sure you focus. Make sure you know what you're there for, and just don't let nobody play with you. Don't let nobody waste your time.
That's what's
Thank you, man.
slow golf clap. Let me ask you, Lexi. I don't know if you know, but Lonzo Williams, who is my podcast partner here, he's responsible for discovering people like Ice Cube. Ice Cube made a movie in the late '90s called Players Club. I'm going to assume that you've seen it. How accurate is the movie Players Club?
Oh man, like shit every day. Like, I mean, shit, it's reliving every day. Like, I see girls like Ebony. I see girls like Ronnie. I see girls like Diamond. Like I mean, I would describe myself as Diamond.
That was my next question. Diamond.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. Thank God.
Because she wasn't playing. Like, she was watching over everybody. And, she knew what she was there for. You know what I'm
Thank you. My
saying?
heart was about to skip. Like, please say Diamond.
Yeah, I was said Diamond. Like, I ain't like nobody else. Like, I mean, like people try to compare me to like Ronnie or something because of how tall I am, but I would say Diamond because of the fact that she was just so like focused. I would say that, and she was watching over people that she loved, and she ended up getting hurt, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, she stayed focused on the prize and got up out of there.
Man, right. I think we found the perfect woman, Lonzo. You got to be crazy or something. There has to be something going on. There's something going.
Crazy. You got to be nuts. You got to out of that damn mind.
Something. I don't know, man.
You got weird fingers or weird feet or something. Something wrong with her. Okay. Well, you know what?
Just
dude?
kidding. By the way.
Yeah. We definitely we like to play around, baby. Your dad still tight?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, again, I would never encourage anybody to do anything. I don't, that ain't my thing per se. I wouldn't encourage my daughter to be a stripper. I would encourage my son to sell dope. Okay. But some people feel that their options, they're not really limited, but they have options they can take advantage of to get to a certain point in life. And again, I'm not endorsing, I'm not supporting, I'm not co-signing, but if you're going to do something, do it with a purpose.
Right.
Okay? I'm not telling you because I've realized no matter what you say, people are going to do what they do. Okay. I ain't here to bash nothing. I'm getting bashed in my own damn chat room, but I'm going to deal with them later on. But you have to do in this day and age, most youngsters don't adhere to don't. They're here to do it, but do it. If you have to do it with a purpose. If I told my daughter don't strip, my daughter, I don't have a strip. None of my daughters strip. If I told them don't strip, one of them probably would strip just be defiant. Okay. She would do that. Okay. I never sold dope, but I know brothers that did, and they did it with a purpose. Okay. I'm gonna make me 100,000. I'm gonna do this. I'm out of here and buy me a truck, whatever the case may be. I've seen success stories, and sometimes, and people, I was on a panel Saturday, and people give justification to a lot of things in our community that are in other communities is not acceptable. Okay. And for me to act like it's not a factor, I'd be bullshitting myself, and I'd be bullshitting my chat room. I'd be bullshitting you, and I'd be bullshitting Dusty. And I ain't gonna do that. I'm not a bullshit person. I'm a realist. Okay. Certain things I prefer, some things I don't prefer. But if you're gonna do something, do it with a purpose. But no matter what it is. If you're going to school, go to school with a purpose. Some people go to school just to keep their mom and daddy quiet. They ain't gonna, they have no intention on doing nothing. They just doing it to keep their people quiet, whether it's going to school, get a job. Some people get a job, get a bullshit job just to keep their mom and daddy quiet or keep people off their ass. I got to call him back. So as I listen to you talk, okay, I'm listening to you talk and I'm learning about you as a person, okay? It sounds like you're a pretty smart young lady. You got a food truck. You got your own house. You got any kids? Okay.
Once again, perfect woman. Once again, perfect. No kids.
No kids. Okay. So whatever you're doing it while you're young, got time, and you ain't nobody's mama. And your responsibilities are to you right now. Okay. So as you build your businesses and build your career, however you do it, and I pray that you be successful and keep doing what you're doing, babe. You know, and at one point in time, you're gonna tap out. Okay, hey, I'm out, y'all. It's my last dance, baby. I got my food truck, I got my business. I got chickens scared to come outside. I want all the wings I can sell. Chickens don't even want to come outside no more. They see my ass because my wing trucks is going up so big. So it is what it is. Okay, and these are some of the things that at one time I was talking about this today with one of my partners. At one time, the stripper culture was not accepted. It was something that you just did on the down low. But now it's a part of our culture, and we've accepted it. We've made it a part of the culture. There's nothing wrong with it, but especially when you can do it and do it with a purpose. And you got your music career, you got your food truck career, and you're a property owner, you're a homeowner.
Lonzo,
yes.
You tend to ramble around beautiful women. Just letting you know.
I'm trying not to blow her head up too much. I don't want to hit her on my screen. She find a motherfucker.
I'm gonna just help you out, Claire. I'm gonna help you out.
She's probably going to be my granddaughter, but I'm just trying to be respectful. But
no, y'all good.
Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. I'm sure you're used to it. But let me ask you before we let you go and before we ask you where we can find you and all that good stuff, what's a dream collaboration for you? If you can collaborate with one person, who would it be?
Cardi B.
Ooh, oh man, good choice.
Okay.
Why Cardi B? Tell me.
Cause she came from where I came from. Like, she understands me and she lit.
Okay.
Love that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, tell everybody where they can find you, Lexi.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at _LEXI _GOLD. Again, _LEXI _GO.
All right, _ keeps going, keep doing what you do, keep being entrepreneur, baby. Don't nobody steal your shine, okay?
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for coming through, baby.
Thank you, Lexi Gold.
What's up?
All right.
All right, peace.
Take care.
Oh, I sent the wrong person to the chat room.
Ooh, dang, Lonzo. Woo. Trying to control, man. That was a very fun. I was telling the chat I had to apologize. I wasn't in the chat because I was too busy staring at the screen.
No, you know what, man, dude.
Hey, talk to him, Lonzo. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Sorry.
Okay, do your thing. It's amazing, dude. You know, I do shows. I do 4 shows, 8 shows a week, 8 shows a month. Okay, and you know, most of my shows we keep it 100. Every once in a while, we defer from the normal, serious, get your shit together, a programming, have a little fun, and do something different. And all of a sudden, I look in the chat room. I don't even know I don't remember this brother being here before. Maybe he had been here before, but he acting like I'm out here promoting stripping or something. Man, I know how old I am. I know what I've been doing, and I knew who I was interviewing before I interviewed her. I knew she had a career besides her other than stripping. And sometimes you got to show all sides of the game, bro. The game ain't just one side. And so when you find somebody that has a different kind of message that can convey it, I can't tell a girl that's a stripper that if you're gonna do this, buy you a house, get you a business. Somebody in the game got to tell you that. Okay, I'm not, and ain't no women here, but maybe some women will see this thing. I'm not encouraging women to strip. I'm not a big strip club fan. I mean, I'm not a fan of strip clubs. Be honest with you, I don't spend my money in them. To me, that's like going to a restaurant, ordering a meal, paying for it, and still walking out horny. That's my philosophy when it comes to strip clubs. But I would go to see her dance. Okay, if I was there, she would get $1 or $2. I ain't gonna get broke like some niggas. Some of these folks in the chat room, you know who you are, would get broke quick. Okay, somebody watching this video would get broke real quick.
I'm raising my hand. Man, I'm paying her car note. If I go see her dance, I'm paying her car note. But that's why I can't do it. I can't do it.
So yes, it is what it is, folks. And, you know, I try to do what's I'm gonna say appropriate, but something that's up to date. I mean, because we never had a female stripper on the show before. And I don't know why my man thinks I'm supposed to do all. I ain't Walter Cronkite, bro. I keep it 100. I'm in the streets. I'm from the streets. I'm not a street dude, but I keep it 100 on this show at all times. So when you see me doing something, it's for a reason. Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, man. This was a nice break the monotony, and it's nice to have a female in the room sometimes, just to hear a female voice. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. If I had a gorilla here, y'all be mad about that shit, okay? I'm ready to cutie pie and motherfuckers get mad because we ain't talking about niggas shooting each other. God damn! You know what though? But you know what, dude? I realized in some cases, and this is something I thought about this the other day, man. When I was checking 8 on his corny statement. Some people in hip hop are so fucking one-dimensional, dude. They only know one thing. They only know this hardcore lifestyle and shooting and killing and whatever. When you've been around as long as I have and you've seen as much shit as I have and you've done as much as I have, you know life has various dimensions and it's good to explore some shit other than these goddamn streets. Like you jumped on an airplane and took your ass to Memphis, Doc, to where
Nashville.
Nashville, okay? I don't know, Nan brother just went to Nashville for his birthday other than Dusty. I don't know nobody else would do no shit like that other than Dusty. Now I went to Nashville. I was getting paid to be in Nashville. Nashville is not on my to-do list, okay? But it don't make you weird. It don't make you it makes you Dusty. So for us to do something different, man, every once in a while, I'm gonna step outside of my goddamn comfort zone and do something different. We haven't had a female on this show. Ever had a female on this show?
We've had Mama Boo. We've had a few. Yeah. We've had we've had a few. We have had Layla Steinberg. I mean, you know, but we've had, you know, we've never had a stripper and shit. That was an interesting conversation. I loved it.
Conversation, man. I know, shit. It's easy on the eyes, and she has something to say. She's doing something with her money, man. That right there impressed me. And I've seen too many girls, man. Oh my God, strip forever and still end up broke. You should chuck all that ass and for nothing, okay? And you know the hip hop game has. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. In the early days of hip hop, most artists thought they had to be a gangbanger or a dope dealer in order to get into the game. And now the strip game has become an entry level position to get into the strip to generate the money to get a demo. Cardi B proved that, or her and Megan Thee Stallion proved that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not endorsing that because I don't know if it should be, but if you're gonna do it with a purpose. And I can't get mad at you, Doc. And it's the same thing. The pastor would tell your ass on Sunday. The pastor wouldn't give a damn where you got your money from, as long as you put it in the damn collection plate. So it is what it is, folks.
Not that I'm comparing the two, because I don't want any strippers or our guests to get offended, but I feel the same way about prostitution. I mean, do it with the purpose, do your thing, and get out. Because there's nothing sadder than a prostitute who's been hoeing for 20 years and still has nothing to show for it. Where do you? I'm curious, just in general, where do you stand on prostitution?
You know what? I ain't never bought no pussy, but I paid for a lot of it. Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't never would have, hey baby, give me a hit. Here go $100. Here go $100. Let me do this thing to you. But no, well, we gotta go to dinner. Can we go to movies? Can we go to this? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay. It's the same. Well, what I saw this other day in home, and it said it was on, I think it was YouTube, and it says the difference between a prostitute, the money and sex. The prostitute, you give the money to her to give it to you, and the wife, you give the money to her so she won't give to nobody else. Okay, it's still gonna cost you either way. Okay.
Yep.
The prostitute, you give it, she give her the money so that she'll give sex to you, and the girlfriend, I'm gonna say the girlfriend, you give her money or take her out, do things for her so that she won't give it to nobody else. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you to the chat. Shout out to the chat real quick. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. And if this is your first time joining the show and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. This past week, Lonzo, we had a big, unfortunate event happen. And when it happened, I thought about you. I wanted to talk with you about it. I'm old enough, I should say, to remember the legacy of Jim Brown and what he did in the 90s in the streets and with the community in the inner cities and things like that. But we unfortunately lost Jim Brown, football player, philanthropist. I mean, everything. Just a great dude. What do you remember about Jim Brown growing up? Do you have any Jim Brown memories? Can you share?
Jim Brown was one of the baddest football players in the 60s, dude. 60s and early 70s. He kicked ass with both feet. Then he quit. He quit at like the height of his career. He started making movies. Okay. And he was that dude in the movies, man. You know, him and Jim Kelly. Back then you had a group of brothers. It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Kelly, Jim Brown, and Bill Russell. There's a picture. I never forget this picture. They were holding a press conference talking about black issues. And again, I was a youngster when it jumped off, but they were these black figures. And Muhammad Ali was in all. He was a part of it also. And these black men were discussing black issues of that era, and they were always respected as being black entertainment leaders. Okay, especially Kareem. Especially Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown. These guys did a lot of stuff in the community. I mean, Jim Brown, he founded a nonprofit called American. He had a nonprofit, and it was an anti-gang program. Okay. In an anti-gang program, I never went to his house, but he would invite gangbangers to his house to be a part of his program to teach them different skills. I think it was more like a conflict resolution, and a lot of cats went there and was successful. Came out successful in this program, man. So he took his popularity, opened up his house, and created a program to help brothers get their shit together in the streets. You know, so this is the Jim Brown I remember. Okay, the Jim Brown movies, kicking ass. He kicked ass in every movie. And always had the girl, always got the girl. That taco meat on his chest, okay? Hair nappy the motherfucker, okay? That's how I remember, okay? So it is what it is, man. You know, like my boy, 1968 says Jim Brown retired in 65, 68. 65 or 68? Which one was it?
Well, his name is 1968, so he ends everything with 1968.
Oh, my bad. 65. Okay. So, yeah, I was a youngster when he retired. But I remember, you know, folks talking about him. I remember seeing him on television back in the day, because when you saw him on television, it usually was a press conference that they were holding about some issues in the black community, something you'll probably never see again.
Damn, dude. R.I.P. to Jim Brown. When I go, hopefully it's in 60 years, but when I go, I would love to be remembered like Jim Brown is remembered.
Yeah, bad boy, man. You know, and like I said, he wasn't selfish, dude. I mean, you have a house in Hollywood Hills, and you open it up to youngsters in the community to see how you live and to show them something different, and create a program, get money, and invite people up. You know, it is what it is. But I've also heard that some people who went to his house, Jim wasn't there, of course, got into a fight at his house, man. So, I mean, damn, dude. You know, these are kind of things that makes it very disheartening to try and help people when people are too ignorant to try and see that you're trying to do something for them and bring that bullshit to your house or to your place of residence as you're trying to and you're trying to help the community.
Getting into a fight at Jim Brown's house, man. That's a damn shame.
My boy Snoopy Eats has brought something to my attention over here. He was hilarious. I'm gonna get you sucked with that big toe.
That's a classic.
Come on, dude. I watch that shit all the time. I'll be scrolling through the damn to the video channel, and if I see I'm gonna get you sucker, I'll throw it on just for the hell of it. Cause that big toe, the big toe scene, and what else? It was one more scene that
the goldfish.
The goldfish in the shoes. Okay, homeboy coming out of prison with the goldfish in the shoes. That was a whole different situation. Okay.
Yeah, man, that was a classic movie, dude. Shout out to the Wayans for creating that. That was such a good movie. You're right. Every time it comes on, I have to sit down and watch it. There's a little known movie from Jim Brown that Jim Brown was in. It's from 1985, and it's called Crack House. Do you remember this movie, Lonzo? I'm curious.
No.
Okay. Nope. Not many people do. It was a very horrible movie, by the way. Jim Brown just happened to be in it, but it's a very horrible movie. And I think it was like a made-for-TV movie. But if you guys ever want to check out a horrible movie, it's called Crack House. It takes place in Los Angeles, and Jim Brown plays like this drug dealer.
I was at a meeting the other day talking about the street takeovers. And I was telling them, I said, you know what? We may have to do some, what's that Jim Brown movie when they fought all the gangbangers? Okay. It was
someone help us in the comments.
Him, Foxy Brown, my girl.
Oh, yeah, of course. Damn, I'm having a brain. I love that movie. Hold on. They all play vigilantes. I'll find it.
And I know doing that shit can be a lot more dangerous these days, but I think at some point in time,
original gangsters.
At some point in time, the adults in the room got to stand up to these kids. At some point in time, the adults got to stand up to these kids and let them know that we're not going to keep accepting this bullshit. Right now, kids run this shit, man. Kids run shit that they shouldn't be running. They run in the streets. I see a video of some young asshole on the hood of a police car. Cop pulls up to a street takeover, and this asshole jumps on the hood of the police car. Now, if he gets killed or hurt, everybody going to protest and march and shit. But he jumped his ass on the hood of the car trying to clown for the camera, trying to clown for Instagram. Dude. This is how shit happens in the community, and people understand. I'm finna get heavy. 168, I'm finna get heavy for a minute, okay? Here we go. All right. How do I feel about God? God, who is this dude, man?
I don't know, but he's saying you don't do nothing you need to start doing stuff for the community. This person obviously does not know you. All Lonzo talking to. Lonzo does more for the community in a week than the average person has done in their whole life.
Who the fuck he talking to? Okay, you need to come to Compton and come follow me around, Doc. And then you come to my chat room and talk that bullshit. I need to break my damn self. Okay, I do more shit for the community than a whole lot of people. I got more meetings with mayors, city council people, and police chiefs, and school police and school. I just got you talking to school board members about a program. Man, get up off my ass. You don't know me, obviously. Don't let this interview get you fucked up or get me fucked up with you. You don't know me. Please back up off me. Go play PlayStation or something. Leave me the fuck alone. Anyway, okay. And I hate letting people get on my skin like that because obviously he don't know shit about me. I don't recall him being in the chat room before. If he has, he was much more respectful. But it is what it is. Anyway,
I think he said he came from the MCA thing. He does that stuff. So he's a new person.
Oh, he's a new person. I'm sorry. Yeah. You don't know.
Probably a fly by night. Enjoy the show as long as you can.
Yeah.
We hope you stay, but whatever.
Go back and read some other videos, and you'll see where my head and my heart is at. That wasn't shit. Anyway, I forgot what else my train of thought. God damn.
Shit. Someone help us out on this. What were we just talking about before? See, that's why I would be even acknowledged. Go ahead.
I was talking about. I think I was talking about the street takeovers, and
Yes, you were.
how these street takeovers are become so disrespectful to the community. They do it at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning in people's neighborhoods where people have to go to work. And it's only a matter of time. I don't wish this on nobody, but it's only a matter of time for somebody gets pissed off and does something stupid. Somebody gonna get hurt for real. People have already gotten killed, run over by cars. Okay, but it's only a matter of time. At the rate they're going, somebody's gonna get seriously hurt, and it's gonna spark something that shouldn't happen in the first place. Instead of them protesting or denouncing the street takeovers, you're gonna be mad at the response that you get from law enforcement, because it's happened before. Okay, I've been a fan of car activities for quite some time. I used to go to the street racers. I used to go to Church's Chicken over on Century in Vermont and watch. And all we just do be sitting there low riding. Okay, and back then hydraulics did not do the tricks they do right now. We didn't have 3-wheel motion back then. We had up and down, up and down. That's it. And if a guy's car went up and down enough, he would do that till the batteries die. And as soon as the police show up, everybody would scatter like roaches. Everybody would scatter like roaches. And all I would do would be go buy me a 2-piece and a soda and sit in my truck. Sit in my car. I had a 64 Chevy. I had a 64 Malibu, show pipes, lights under the rims, blah, blah, blah.
I'm just eating my food, officer.
Okay, I'm just eating I'm a customer. They when I had that 2-piece, that took away all my suspicions. I'm not loitering no more. I just spent $2 on me a 2-piece, and I'm sitting in my car eating it. Yes, I'm a low rider, but I ain't doing you ain't no law against me eating in the parking lot. Okay, I'm parked in a good spot. Same thing as Zorba's. There was to be a spot in Compton called Zorba's, and I'd go in there, buy me a what you call a colossal cheeseburger. Same thing. When the cops come, everybody starts scattering. Maybe they had warrants. I always rode clean. I never worried about warrants and shit like that. So, but again, and even now, there's a big problem with the low riders versus the street takeovers. In Compton on Santa Fe, every Sunday, the low riders go over there and they park their cars catty-corner. Santa Fe is a industrial street. There's no houses on this street whatsoever. Okay, and there'll be hundreds of low riders just lined up on the street, just park their cars and doing what low riders do, which is mostly drink Modelo beer and kick it, listen to music. Every once in a while they do their little dance and kick it. Because of the street takeovers, everybody's being lumped into the same program. And so now the low riders, hey, but we're doing this shit for 3-4 years. We don't bother nobody. But because the highway patrol and the sheriff department don't distinguish between low riders and street takeovers, they jack everybody. Okay. The low riders are low-hanging fruit. They're not gonna run. They don't run. Okay. The street takeovers, if a cop show up, they're gonna take off running, and you'll see them, they'll run like roaches when the light come on. And it's just a matter of time before somebody runs over somebody again, because it's already happened. There's a young lady in Compton right now. She's mourning her loss of her brother's life due to a street takeover. Somebody lost control of a car, ran him over, and killed him. So now what happens? You crying, you sorry because you killed somebody, but you want everybody to feel sorry for you because now you got to go to jail and for manslaughter. Now they're talking about upping some of these crimes related to street takeovers. They turn them into felonies. So as opposed to manslaughter, you might be getting a man 2 case because you know what you're doing is detrimental to the health to the safety of people around you. So if you're doing something that you know that's unsafe, it's one thing to run somebody over. That's like accidental manslaughter. I didn't intend to do it, but he died anyway. You might get 3 to 5 in a level 1. But when you intentionally are doing things that could damage people, hurt people, like playing with a gun and a loaded gun, that right there is could be a man 2 or man 1 or second-degree murder, which is a whole different case. So As you decide you go one, it's so important for you to go around the circle. Then the next thing is they do it for no reason. There's no money in it. There's no is there money in that? Anybody know about that? Anybody know?
There's betting, there's gambling and shit, unfortunately, and dumb shit. It's more. I would say it's more for likes and cool comments and all that shit.
Okay, so street racing. I know it's money behind it. Who got the fastest car? You just spent a shitload of money, put knives in your car the whole 9 yards.
Right.
See how fast you can go from one stoplight to another. I understand that. Okay, but to go on the circle with a girl hanging out the sunroof and at 60 miles an hour in a circle, taking a chance on losing control of the car and killing somebody, that right there, I'll never understand.
Me either. Yeah, we talked about that story last week, man. That's a hard, just to hear it about your mother-in-law, and that was just a hard story, man. Anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, we have a clip in the archives where Lonzo talks about his mother-in-law passing and him almost losing his life from some dumbass driving.
I don't have I have no remorse, no pity. I can't stand that shit. I don't even I stopped going to all the different even street racing events after that situation. I stopped doing it before then, but I had a disdain for it because it made no sense. It's too dangerous. It's not safe. I've seen cars catch on fire. I've seen cars, brakes go out and run into people's houses. I mean, and nobody don't see nothing. Oh, nobody don't know nothing. Somebody's car and plowed into a bedroom and killed a kid or killed a father or killed a mother, and nobody don't know shit. So yeah, I have a different attitude about certain things, and that's one of those things my attitude is real bad about. Real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
And it's going to be hard to change your thoughts on that because you had someone close to you affected by that.
Yes. And when somebody tried to drive a car in my front seat, I could give a fuck y'all. Okay. I have no love for none. And one of my best partners is a lowrider. I mean, a street racer. That's been nothing against you personally, but I can't fuck with y'all, man. Because
I have people in my life with that also, and I'm like, let's not talk. I'll be like, let's just not talk about it because I'm never gonna change my thoughts.
We going to agree to disagree. We're going to agree to disagree. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. How much time we got? 3 minutes left, folks. We got 3 minutes.
We got 3. Yeah, we got 3 minutes. I love how this show flew by. Chris Stack, shout out to you, man. You're a great supporter. He says, Dusty blazing tonight. I will be after this show, as per usual. He says he has some blueberry kush. Yes, man. Thank you to everybody, dude. Like the chat was really, really dope tonight. And even thank you for to 1968, who is obviously a new listener. I encourage you, 1968, to go and check out some of the videos. Just pick 5 random videos, and you'll see that what Lonzo and I do and what Lonzo does for his channel and what Lonzo does with his life, period. It's nothing but positivity. It's nothing but uplifting the community, which was a quote that you said he needs to do more of. He does. That's all. I've known Lonzo for 5-6 years now, and that's all I've ever known him to do. And if he's done more, like I said, in a week for our people than the average person would do in 2 lifetimes.
Thank you, Dusty.
Most deaf.
No. And those who don't know, damn sure gonna find out.
There it is. Always a pleasure, man. And make sure you check out Lonzo's show with Dr. Dre, the other Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps. They have a great back and forth. It's usually on Thursday, sometime Friday, so we're not going to give you a certain time. Just tune in. Just stay tuned. Make sure you hit the notification. If you haven't hit the bell button, make sure you do that before you leave, because that way you know when Lonzo posts something, and that way you know that they'll be live. But it's a great show, man. They go back and
condolences
forth
to
on
Dre.
some issues. Cool to hear 2 players.
Dre lost his mom last week, man.
Jesus
Monday
Christ.
after Mother's Day, and we didn't do a show this week. Did we do a show this week? We did it Friday.
You did.
We did it Friday.
You did it late, yeah.
Did it
Still
Friday.
knocked it out. I couldn't have told. I wouldn't have even noticed.
And
shout out to him.
He's a very strong brother. His mom was 90-some odd years old. So, and she had been sick for a while. So it wasn't a surprise, but it's still your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of expected. She'd been sick for a minute, but it's still your mom. And once again, we give condolences to his family. And I'm hoping everybody is stay strong and do it. What they got to do. All right.
Steph, hug your parents, man. If you still have them, it's a blessing. I lost my father on May 24th, 2022. So tomorrow is going to be a very special day for me. Like I said, man, if you have your parents, show them some love, man. Just right after my birthday, man. Just right after my birthday. Boom. So, yeah, I've been writing music and everything to kind of deal with it. So go to my channel, Dusty Vision TV. I'm actually going to post a song that I just wrote about my pops. But Lonzo, always a pleasure, man. Every Tuesday, I look forward to these shows, man.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Excuse me, man. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks. Thanks, Lexi Girl for
Lexi Gold
for stopping through. Do what you got to do, baby. Get off there.
I think my next trip's gonna be to Houston without the wife. Don't kill me, baby. Don't kill me, baby. She looked at me like, motherfucker now.
Super trick. Money in hand. All right, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. My man, Dusty Vision in the house. Thanks for everybody in the chat room. Much love to everybody in the chat room. And then, 1968, we're going to get this straight. Check me out, Doc, before you make a judgment on the old school player. Trust me. I handle my business very well. And Compton knows it. Compton feels it. Those who don't know, trust me, you will know. In the meantime, folks, we're out of here, y'all. Peace. See you Saturday. See you Thursday. Dr. Dre and Lonzo, Legendary Connects. Peace.